It's about the I got to say, it's the stupidest thing in sports.
Gets the ball, gets back, pulls up for the win. Got it! Detroit basketball. Oh, Holloman looks the clock. Half court for the win. Oh! The Lions go for it. The Vikings bring it. He's a pass. It's a touchdown to give. Javi Baez homered earlier. First one in the air, deep left field again. Yes, Tigers win! Javi is unstoppable!
This is BS Sports.
And away we go. Final week of the preseason. Thank goodness it's going to be over soon. Look, I haven't reacted to a preseason game since the Hall of Fame game, and that was not fun. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Wasn't fun. However, this is the first time we're reacting to a preseason game, at least in Ford Field. Although, I must say, I'm not really sure what's going on with my YouTube TV here. For whatever reason, it thinks that I'm in the Detroit area. I'm not, but it thinks that I am. I don't know. It says, let's see. Okay, now it's saying, current playback area is not true. I see, it's waiting for my device. I'm so confused. Let me see. To update your current playback area, select profile icon, playback area, update on our mobile app. Okay, let me try that. Now I kind of want to try this. Okay, so location, update. Okay, I don't know if that's. Oh, there we go. Wait, did we? Okay, current playback area is Lance. Okay, I think we've solved the problem. This is Mike on tech work. It seems. Oh, wait, it's still saying Fox 2. Why is it still doing Fox 2? This is so weird. It keeps I'm not in Detroit. Location, Lansing area. Current playback area, Lansing area. Huh. Okay. Well, then why is it Fox 2? That's so weird. I don't know why this is bothering me this much. But it is, because no, I am not in Detroit. Stop saying I'm in Detroit. Maybe I gotta leave the app. Can I this is very maybe I can. Is there a way I can close? I want to just hold on. Guys, this is very important. All right. This is very important. Oh, wait, hold on. There was a reset app button. Maybe I don't know if that worked. I have to do this. This is bothering me. I need to be in Fox 47. This is required. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter for the game, for the sake of the game. Once the game starts, whatever. I don't care. All right, reset app. Any accounts will be removed. You'll need to sign back in again. Oh, I guess I could. Well, I don't know if I want to do that. It's saying my current playback area is Lansing. So that's why I'm confused. That's why I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know how this possible. I don't know, guys. Anyway, if you want me to break down a preseason game, you can find another channel. I guess the only point of interest for me is, are we going to witness Hendon Hooker's last game? Because I am of the feeling that we are going to witness Hendon Hooker's final game. But I guess you don't know. If he goes out in this game and he balls out, what do you say? What do you do? You know what? We're gonna do it. I know that it's a 1:00 start, but it's fine because we're gonna reset the app. Wait, hold on. Yes, we're gonna reset the app. Did it? There we go. Okay. Okay. Member sign in. Okay. Now we're doing this live, everyone. This is very important. If this doesn't work, then I don't know what to do. tv.youtube.tv/start. Okay. I'm not gonna. Why did it Google it? Don't Google that. Just give me the URL. There we go. Okay. Not telling you guys the code. This is a secret. I don't know if I need to include the dashes or to find out. Okay. Allow. Okay. Think it worked. All right. All right. Yay, now it's Fox 47. I did it. I fixed it. This is the stupidest thing ever. Anyway, technology is fun for everyone. All right. So now we're back in the Fox 47. There we go. It just bothers. Okay, I kind of want to see the local news updates at halftime because that's too much to ask. Anyway. So it's a glum day, I must say. So I'd like for some winning football today at the very least, just to get my spirits higher, because it's like you can't really see, but it's kind of like cloudy. It's not really raining. I think it's supposed to get a little sunnier later today. Let me take a look at the old weather app, and we got Jason Benetti, the dulcet tones. Yeah, right now it's cloudy. At 2 or 3, it's supposed to open up. All right. So by the end of this game, it should be sunny outside in Okemos. Okay. Anyway, look at how tiny Jason Benetti is next to DJ Lang. Oh my gosh. Can they get him a stool or like bring TJ down low? He looks like a child. That is amazing. I love TJ Lang. Lions legend and Eastern Michigan legend. For any of the MAC people out there. But, all right, actually into the game. Look, as far as what I'm looking for, it's more Isaac Tesla. It's more of this Meeks guy that we've had. And I don't want anybody to be injured. Like, basically, it's like, Dominic Lovett, he's another one that I kind of want to see if he can secure a roster spot here, because he was, I believe, a 7th-round draft pick, which would be crazy if we can get him on the roster and actually be a productive member. And then, of course, who is going to secure this backup quarterback job? I think it's pretty much Kyle Allen's to lose. I mean, look at the preseason stats. 335 yards, 4 touchdowns, a couple of interceptions. That feels wrong. It feels like a game. I guess he's not playing all the games. Is that really his stats through the preseason? Huh. Yeah, I guess so. That feels like I guess 335 yards is a lot for one game. I don't know. Maybe Kyle Allen does he have a little bit of Josh in him? I don't know. Oh my, the dulcet tones of Jason Benetti doing Lions football. It's so good. I love Benetti. And here's the question I have, though, because the Tigers play today on FanDuel, so it's like a local broadcast game. Is he going to go from the Lions game directly to because the Tigers are in Detroit, so he could just, go directly. You know? I'm just saying. He could. Why is it not live? Sometimes okay, it's live. We got the red. YouTube TV annoys me sometimes. But good. I want the local Lansing area. I want the local area commercials. That's what I'm here for. That is what pays the bills for I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I just died there. That's what pays the bills for these preseason games, is what I was going to say. Whoa. Wait, why did they just hold on? They were showing Tampa, Florida, and they showed a baseball field without a roof. What are they trying to say? That seems a little inconsiderate. I mean, the poor Tampa Bay Rays, they already have a garbage baseball team. Now you got to make fun of the fact that their stadium doesn't exist? Not nice. Not nice. They'll be good in a couple of years, probably. The Rays are always like that team where it's like they suck for 2 years, and they're back. and then they suck again, and then they're back. At some point, they'll win a World Series. At some point. Maybe they won't. If there's a salary cap, they might. That might bring them back into title contention. That way their cheap ownership doesn't have to worry about, outbidding teams. The right call. Applegate home comfort. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I'm not sure who else is playing on defense. I don't know if Tyreek Williams is playing. This is the problem, though, with these preseason games. Is, I don't know who's on the field. And they'll show me. They'll show, the starting roster as soon as they take the field. But, I like to go into a game with an idea of who I'm looking for. And who is, actually a good player. But, this is the final game of the preseason, so you got to think this is a lot of players' last shot. At the very least, I'd like to just... What? Hold on, is this Beauty and the Beast, the musical? Isn't it already a musical? Kind of? It's got songs. How many songs do you need to be a musical? That's a great shot of the city of Detroit. There's the river. All right, so it looks like Kyle Allen is starting. Are we going to? If Hendon Hooker doesn't play at all, that's going to be tough. Actually, maybe he's not, because I saw Hooker warming up there too. I thought that was Kirby Joseph. I was like, what? That doesn't. It's a guy who looks similar to Kirby Joseph. He has the same headband thing. Danny Rogers. Wow. She works for the team. I guess they all work for the team. TJ Lang works for the team. Danny Rogers works for the team. I guess Benetti doesn't work for the team, but he's contracted with the team for at least the preseason. Go Lions. Let's go. Is Tyreek Williams playing, Detroit fan? Is any, I see Tesla suited up, so he's playing. Pat O'Connor, Lions legend, is playing. All right. We get it, Danny Rogers. Benetti works for the Tigers. No, he doesn't work for the Tigers. He's independent. He's that's why he takes the national games. He's signed a deal, but he's not employed by the, or wait, actually, no, you're right. Never mind. Ignore me. He's employed by the team. He's not employed by the network. Ignore me.
No one know.
No one know. That's what you have to say to me. Just no one know. Like I'm Jake Wallman at the Red Wings.
No one know.
No one know.
No one know.
No one know. Tyreek and Ratledge are the two rookies I almost never see. I know Tyreek, didn't he play against the Falcons? That's what I remember, but I didn't even watch that game. I heard that Maurice Norris died and then the Lions won. That was all I heard. I was busy watching the Tiger game that night. This is probably the only preseason game that actually last week's wasn't interfered with the Tiger game, so that's right. Thank you. I'm stupid. Just ignore me. But he's not really with FanDuel Sports. He's with the Tigers. But it looks like the Lions will receive the opening game kickoff. I don't know if they won or deferred. I don't actually. Do they do a coin toss for preseason games? That's actually a good question. I love that black shirt that Dan Campbell's wearing. That's pretty cool. With the black shirt with the kind of the slightly different color blue than the Honolulu blue. Also, I will just say the preseason score bugs, elite, very fun. Stewart with a big return and oh man, he almost took that to the 50. That is a much different return than I remember him from the Hall of Fame game. That is crazy that you got a linebacker as your return man in the preseason game. And not only that, he actually made a pretty good return. Nice eye up the field. Got that ball to about the 47-yard line of Detroit. Campbell's fired up about it. He loves it. Now we'll see who's starting on the offense. They're going to say actually he was down at the 45-yard line. So Kyle Allen will get the start today. And he is running away with the backup quarterback job. But we'll see. By the end of the afternoon, he still holds that. And a handoff to somebody goes for nothing. And this just like this happened with the Hall of Fame game, these bots. This is ridiculous. NFL's got to figure this out. I keep getting these stupid bots. Both these guys, who Kyle Allen and Hendon Hooker. Well, we're going to have somebody at backup. And Kyle Allen at least has been a little bit better. But that doesn't really. 2nd and 10. Allen in the shotgun hands it off. And Craig Reynolds, I believe, carries it for about 3 yards, maybe just 2. All right, here we go. Starting lineup. So we got Isaac Tesla, Tom Kennedy, Shane Zylstra in the tight end spot. I mean, does it really matter how bad your backup quarterback is? I don't know. At least Kyle Allen has played in is Bryce Perkins? I don't even know who that is. I guess I didn't really know who Kyle Allen was. Man in motion, I believe, is Dominic Lovett. Pass coming from Allen. Allen under some pressure, and he's brought down and sacked. Just back at about the 40 or 30 or 39-yard line, so it'll be quick 3 and out after a strong start on special teams for the Lions. Punt team's going to come out. Oh, I see. The Bryce Perkins, is he the guy in the Michigan Panthers? I don't know, man. I mean, like a UFL quarterback over. At least Kyle Allen has played in the NFL. Barely. Like he's been on an NFL roster. I don't know. I don't really care who they have at backup. As long as, I mean, if they feel comfortable with their backup, then I'm good with it, basically. And that bounce will go all the way. Oh, is it knocked free? And are they going to say it was a touchback? And they're going to call it a touchback. Oh, man. Lions almost just pinned them at their own 1. That was Meeks. He just pushed it. Are they sure? They might have had a foot in. Let's see. Yeah, no, his arm was there. Okay, that's a touchback. I was like, I don't know. I don't think the ball ever hit. So it's whether Meeks had hit. So that's the right call. Now we'll take a look at the Lions defense. Boy, it's surprisingly loud in Ford Field for a preseason game. They had a couple of linebackers out, strong front. And they're going to hand it off, and that will go for about a gain of 3 yards, maybe 2. It'll be 2nd down. Al-Qadim Muhammad is playing. Lions legend. Miles Adams, yeah. Pat O'Connor, Grant Stewart, Trevor Nowaski, Rock Ya-Sin. These are some names that I've somewhat familiarized myself with. It'll be 2nd down and 7, but no Tyleik Williams, at least not in the starting. I don't know who is playing quarterback for the Texans, but he's going to throw it. Pass up the middle is caught, breaking free, and extra yardage as he is forced out of bounds for a 1st down and then some. Number 19 of Houston. I don't know who that is, but he made a nice play there. I think Rock Ya-Sin. Yeah, Rock Ya-Sin got in there for the tackle. Nice play there by him. Who is the quarterback for the Texans? What is his name? Please. I'm begging. I don't know. I thought it was. Is it Davis Mills? That's the only backup I can think of. Anyway, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Another handoff. That one will go for a gain of just about 4 to midfield. 2nd down. Boy, how much did Meyer pay? They get their whole... Meyer gets their name... They get their brand on the score bug. How much do you think that cost? It's not a national broadcast, obviously, but still. I've never seen a score bug with a sponsor in it. That's crazy. Another handoff. This time will go for just about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd down. Trevor Nowaski was in there for the tackle. What were they? Who were they supposed to focus on there? I don't know who they were focusing on. I don't. So it's 3rd down and 6. Ball is at the 50-yard line. I don't know who's playing quarterback. Nobody's helping me. Send help. Anybody. If you know the quarterback for the Houston Texans, please put it in the chat. Pass is coming. He's going to run up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Now he will slide down at the Detroit 36, maybe 34-yard line for the first down. Hold on. I almost saw his nameplate. Turn around. Mertz? Who the heck is Mertz? All right, but Mertz. All right, at least now I know a name. I could at least say the name. But pocket almost collapsed fully, but that hole up front, there's nobody there. So Houston continuing to drive down the field. Mertz under center. Snap. Hands it off. And not a whole lot there, but was able to pick up 3 yards, maybe 4 on the handoff. Thought he was dead to rights, but managed to make a little something out of nothing. 2nd down and 7 on the 3-yard gain. Gosh, every preseason player just looks like a fake player. I get that they're practice squad guys, so it's so uncanny seeing these guys on the field, but they don't look real. Mertz hands it off again, and this time the run will be actually just short, so it'll be 3rd down again, but 3rd down and 1. Into Lion territory. I wonder if even if they don't get this, if they're going to be going for it. You can see the lack of enthusiasm in the crowd. That's terrible. Mertz under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off. And I think he got stuffed. He did. He might have lost a yard. Graham Mertz from Florida. 6th-round pick. Huh. Okay. I guess they wanted a backup quarter. This is their Hendon Hooker. Except he's taken in the 6th round. Yeah, I don't know, Jim. I don't know if he got that. Yeah, he is short, but they're keeping the offense out there. All right. 4th and inches. Big chance for this defense. Make a play. And a handoff. That will go for a 1st down, but there is a flag on the play. So the play didn't happen. And they're going to call a false start on the Texans. That is a big penalty. Because now you wonder, they're still going to go for... Yeah, that's definitely a false start. So they... Wow, that was a... They did not blow that play dead well enough. I guess it was because they couldn't hear. Because I thought the play was just happening. But instead we're going to look at, what, a 4th and 5, 4th and 6? So they're just going to send the field goal unit out. It'll be a 53-yard attempt for the lead. Fairbairn, the kicker. Snap, hold, kick is good. Right down the middle. That is a perfect kick from Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 3-0 lead. Okay, Detroit fan. I got a question. Is Benetti going to be calling the Tigers game tonight? What do you think? What do you think? You think he's going to be there? I mean, it's literally right down the street. Like, this game ends at what? Like 4 o'clock? 4:30-ish? He's got 2 hours. Roughly. Maybe a little less than 2 hours. Got like an hour and a half. He could be there. He can call the game. Oh, my voice is sore. Get over it, Benetti. You're a professional. That's not make fun of the guy. Come on now. What is this? Oh, this is like a Michigan State football video. That's what I'm saying. Like you're right there. It's not like the game is a 6 o'clock start. You're good. He can do it. He's probably not going to do it, right? It's probably going to be Dickerson, and then he can do tomorrow's game. But, like, that's true. They probably do. Oh, they're doing a little Michigan State football tickets thing. That's cool. Hey, man, we're less than a week away from Michigan State football. That's crazy. Speaking of college football, what is going on in that Iowa State-Kansas State game, by chance? CJ Stroud or Jaden Daniels? That's a great question, actually. My instinct is going to say Jaden Daniels, but that is primarily based on the fact that, for whatever reason, the Texans decided they did not want an offensive line, and they just got rid of a bunch of their good offensive line. But yeah, that's how I feel. I don't know. Oh, that's right. He could get a... Wait, was that Riley's 30th home run, or was that number 29? Are you saying... Oh, I see what you're saying. Because he could get it today. So final game of the regular season against Maryland, is that forfeit? Oh. I forgot that... I'm angry that you reminded me of that. I forgot that I knew that we were playing a game of Ford Field. Why? I don't know. Because we hate ourselves. We don't want to play an extra home game. We'd rather play it in a stadium that's an hour and a half away. Actually, it's more than that. It's like 2 hours. He had number 30 yesterday. I thought it was number 29. Okay, well, that one wasn't his fault. That was a national broadcast. That was Apple TV. So you can blame Apple for that. I didn't watch that game, but I was glad we won. I had the game day on. It's like when I see these games, they're on streaming. So it's like, it'd be one thing if it was like an NFL game. And it's like, okay, fine. I'll buy it for a week and then just get rid of it. But like a baseball game, it's like, okay, I'll just miss a game. That's fine. No big deal. Doesn't matter. Another kickoff going to be taken out from about the 10, or the 5, I should say. And not nearly as big of a hole there. A flag comes in from the return side. And we will see if that return is going to stand. Dominic Lovett, and it looks like there's a hold there. So it looks like it's going to come back here. And it will be a holding on the Lions. So whatever return they did have, it is taken away by at least 10 yards. 30 home runs since... No, that's not true. Oh, the second time. I thought you said the only Tiger. I was going to say, Spencer Torkelson hit 30 a couple of seasons ago. And hopefully he will hit 30 this year, but I guess he's got a month to hit like 4 home runs. Please. Anyway. Kyle Allen under center again. Reynolds in the backfield. There's the snap. And they're going to give it to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to break free, but he's only going to pick up a yard or two. 31 and 23. That's crazy. Wait, why is Jared Goff? He's got a helmet on. They're not going to put him in. I guess he's just warming up. This is just warming up? Okay. Don't do that. Yeah, okay. He was just warming up. Just warming up with the pads on. It's fine. So everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Goff is not coming in. Play action pass coming from Allen. Shot up the middle to Reynolds is caught for a first down and then some. It's a nice play action pass there. Short gain, but enough for a first down. Man, if we had 3 30 home run players, dude, come on now. That'd be great. But I'm not sure if he will. He's like, what, 23? Is that 23 home runs? I mean, I guess that's 7 home runs in a month is pretty crazy. Like, Kyle Allen throws another pass that is caught by Tom Kennedy, just short of the first down by, 4 or 5 yards there? Maybe more than that? I might be wrong. I think I was a little... Yeah, 5. 5-yard pickup from Kennedy. Preseason Lions legend, Tom Kennedy. Is that Manu in? I believe that's Giovanni Manu. Yeah. See Giovanni Manu there on the left side of the offensive line. Allen's going to throw it again, and this one is a screen to Craig Reynolds, who jukes the first defender and then jukes the second defender and goes just past the 40-yard line for a first down. That's true. Do we play the White Sox again? I think we do. I think we have them at home the first weekend of September. I believe we still have to play the White Sox. Lions now into Texans territory, trying to at least tie this game up. Allen under center. There's the snap. Another handoff, this time to Craig Reynolds, the hot hand. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought they were into Texas territory. They're just short of midfield. They're at their own 45-yard line. That's my bad. Boy, we're already 4.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Second down and 6. 3-0 Houston. I believe the last time that the Texans played in Ford Field was Thanksgiving, the year that Matt Patricia got fired. Fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure that's true. Second down and 6. Snap, handoff again. And that will be just short. I thought I saw a flag. No. Okay. I thought there was something flying there. It is third down. There's some extra whistles here. And it looks like there's a player down for Houston, number 35. Apparently an undrafted free agent. A Big Ten guy, Illinois. Yeesh. So we got an injury timeout. 3:58 to go, 3-0 Texans. Man, that's crazy. I can't believe I just had... Oh, that was your birthday? That was an early Christmas gift for me. Wasn't birthday. I think my best birthday present was probably last year when the Lions won, when they beat Matthew Stafford. Yeah, that was on my birthday. This year we played the day before my birthday. The birthday present for me would be like, because it's the Vikings-Bears Monday Night Football, it'd be like, I actually don't know, because it's kind of like the Iran-Iraq war. You're kind of rooting for them both to lose, you know? It's like, I guess a tie. Like a 0-0 tie. That would be the birthday present. And like Caleb Williams throws like 6 interceptions. JJ McCarthy gets sacked 100 times. And it's just a 0-0 tie. That would be my birthday present. Is a Monday Night Football tie. ESPN would be so mad. They're like, we got these 2 NFC North teams, big rivalry, new coach for the Bears, former number 1 overall pick, and then another first-round draft pick. Like, come on. This is like perfect week 1 Monday Night Football. This is great television. And then just 0-0 tie. And both quarterbacks are terrible. That would be spectacular. Spectacular. So I just love that there's not even any national. It's all just local commercials. Oh, from Dakota High School? That's crazy. I know that. That was the high school in my area. I didn't go there, but your birthday? I guess your birthday is not necessarily on Thanksgiving, but that's a good birthday present. And Matt Eberflus got fired. That's even more. I guess that's not much of a birthday present. I think they should have kept Matt Eberflus. I thought he was great. He was doing a fantastic job. Those fans did not look excited in the least. Kyle Allen staying in the shotgun. He's going to throw it. Allen unloads, and it is caught for a first down by Isaac Tesla. He had a lot of room there. He slipped and fell down. If he stays on his feet there, he could have been gone. But Isaac Tesla making his presence known. That's true. That's true. It did. Allen now under center. Dominic Lovett moved in motion there. Handoff is going to go for a gain of about 6 yards, I'd say. That's what it looks like. I don't know who that is that just got the handoff because it's not Craig Reynolds. Sailors? I guess sailors? I'm a sailor. I sail. I have a sailboat. And he's going to jog off the field there. He's a little slow to get up there, number 48. Yeah, Jacob Sailors. Averaging 3.3 yards a carry this preseason. Handoff goes to Reynolds, who jolts forward for a first down. He a little frustrated. He got tripped up there. But another first down. Lions just slowly but surely marching down the field here against Houston. Definitely within field goal range for Jake Bates. But I think Detroit has their eyes on something else. Kyle Allen now in the shotgun with Reynolds to his left. Pass coming. Allen, a little bit of pressure. Heaves up a prayer looking for Tesla. He caught it. Touchdown. And he's doing the worm in the end zone. Whoa. What a play. The hometown kid gives the Lions the lead on a deep shot from Kyle Allen, one-on-one, perfect throw, and an even better catch. And what a celebration for Isaac Tesla doing the worm. Boy, he must be fun at weddings. Jake Bates out for the extra point to make it a 4-point lead. Snap, hold, kick, and he's got it. 7-3 Detroit. Second drive of the day, much more successful than the first. That was okay. Isaac Tesla, definitely going to be making the team, right? I mean, this guy has absolutely torn up the preseason. Is he like Amon-Ra St. Brown 2.0? You know, one of these guys taken in the third round. I think St. Brown was fourth round, but I can't remember. One of these guys, man. Hey, Lions just keep getting more offensive weapons. More toys for Jared Goff. Okay, I wanted to check the score of the Iowa State Kansas State game. Wow, I have not missed much. It is still 7-7. Not missed much. When I turned the game off, it was 7-7 at the end of the first. Since doing that, it is almost the end of the second, and it's still 7-7. What is the point of week 0? Like, can we? What actually is the point of it? Because if this is supposed to be the best game of the week. 2 top 25 teams. And that's what we're getting. And maybe it ends up being better at the end. I'm just saying. What is the point, though? Why are we doing this? Why are we opting into this? It'd be one thing if it just turns out to be this way. But we're opting into this. We don't have to do week 0. We can just put all the games next week. And we brought that game to Ireland. That's what's even worse. We're pinning this bad football on the Irish. They do not deserve that. The Irish are wonderful people. You'll never catch me dead saying that to any of my Irish friends. But the Irish are wonderful people. And we're giving them that. It's kind of like when the NFL sends games international. And it's always like one of those games where you're like, oh, it's like Carolina versus the Jets. Or, you know, Vikings and the Patriots. It's like, oh, I mean, it doesn't sound like a great game at all, really. It just sounds gross. I don't want that. I don't want any of that. Ten plays for the Lions on that drive, 85 yards, 5 minutes, 20 seconds, and a 33-yard receiving touchdown for Isaac Tesla. Isaac Tesla, you are wide receiver 3. First kickoff of the day goes all the way back to the 1, but it is taken out from there. Breaking tacklers, now past the 35, now 40, 45, and finally forced out of bounds midfield. So not a great play on special teams there for Detroit. Had him out at the 1. Nick Marsh going to be Isaac Tesla too. Oh, I wouldn't mind if Michigan State had an Isaac Tesla too. It's going to be chocolate Tesla. Is that offensive? It's not offensive when we do vanilla. Whatever. You people have no sense of humor. 7-3. Mertz takes the snap. Pass coming. Throw up the middle is caught for the first down. It is Graham Mertz, right? I didn't just misremember that, right? Yeah, Mertz. Okay. That would be, I mean, he had a really good year last year. I would love for him to have another really good year this year. I need Michigan State to just be competent, please. I can't have another terrible year, and you're getting banned, robot. There's a handoff that goes for a gain of just about 2. I don't know why these bots are coming in on these games. I don't like it. It is what it is. I guess it just figures out based on the title and then just starts spamming the chat. So I try. I'm trying my best, guys. They just keep coming. Graham Mertz now under center. 2nd down and 8 at the Lions 35. Play action. Mertz going to throw. Mertz, plenty of time. Now rolling to his right. Still rolling. He's going to run with it and dive forward for the first down. Putting his body on the line. Just like he did at Florida. I did not watch a single game of Florida football last year, so. And that will do it for the first quarter. So, after 1, Lions holding on to a 7-3 lead, but Houston is knocking on the door. Wonder if they're going to keep Graham Mertz in. Why not, right? He's been playing pretty well. Oh, Secure Auto Insurance guy. You know you made it in Detroit as an athlete when you're on the Cure Auto Insurance commercials. St. Brown, you know, he's made it. I'm waiting for the Isaac Tesla Cure Auto Insurance commercial. That's when I'll know. That's when I'll know that he has arrived. It's like, do they give him any, like, hey, just pretend like this is a real conversation? Or do they just say, here are your lines, read. No tone. No trying to convince us this is a real thing. Whatever. From what I've heard, Cure Auto Insurance is actually kind of like shady. I don't know. Not accusing them of anything. This is what people on the internet have commented. Which, as we all know, the internet is a source of truth and justice in the American way. What? What do you mean you inherited 2 cats? It's not like they're not like children. You could put it up for adoption. This is a self-cleaning litter box. I'm sure that does sound like, if you own cats, that sounds actually pretty good. But how expensive is that? That's the question. Because if that thing is like triple digits expensive, I'm just getting the regular box. I don't even have a cat, but like, I'm not. You really think that I'm going to pay triple digits for my cat to poop in? No. Anyway, the field has flipped in Ford Field. Graham Mertz now in the shotgun, just short of the red zone by about 8 yards. Pass coming from Mertz. It is high, but it is caught and running out of bounds, just short of the yards to gain. Oh, there's Marcus Davenport. I've never actually seen him. That's what he looks like? I didn't know that that's what he looked like. I've never seen him. This isn't me. I'm not trying to. I've never seen his face. And that's what he looks like. Okay. Another handoff. That one will be stuffed. That is Stewart with a nice play there. Grant Stewart is very angry there. Third down. New wide receivers is what I'm interested in. See, here's the thing. Like, wide receivers, fine. I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, Jonathan Smith seemed like he was having quite the recruiting tear there a few months ago. But, like, what's the offensive line situation? Because our offensive line was awful last year. I don't care who you had at receiver last year. Your offensive line was terrible. Aiden Childs was running for his life after, like, a second. Like, 3rd and 2. Mertz going to throw. Pass up the middle is caught for a first down. And the drive will continue. Bryant with the reception. No relation to Kobe. I guess I did support Meijer today. I went grocery shopping there today. So, you know. Do I get a share now? Because I sort of paid for this broadcast in a certain sense. I knew the other guy was DJ Reader. The guy standing next to Davenport was DJ Reader. I recognized his face. Mertz takes the snap, play action, going to throw it. Mertz, short pass up the middle, immediately brought down after the catch at the 10. Yeah, we're definitely going to look at the depth chart, and I'll kind of give my thoughts there. But yeah, Tuesday we're definitely going to be looking at Michigan State football. Sort of where I'm at, what kind of a season to expect from Michigan State, or rather, what kind of a season should Michigan State have if things are going well? Because it does sort of feel like, and this is just a reality, that the leash is a little short with Jonathan Smith. Like, if he doesn't have a good season this year, I think a lot of people, including myself, are going to just lose faith. Handoff goes, and all the way to the end zone does the running back, Marks, and the Texans have reclaimed the lead. And just like that, was that Broderick Martin who just got destroyed? That's not good. So the Texans trying to take a 3-point lead here with the extra point, their first touchdown of the afternoon. Snap, hold, and the kick is good. So it is 10-7 Houston. Just underway in the second quarter. 12:22 to go. I think the Texans will get the ball in the third quarter. So now Houston's got a 61.9% win probability, according to ESPN Analytics, which is fascinating. Truly fascinating. I don't know how they come up with that number. I mean, doesn't that change given the substitutions that are inevitably made in a preseason game? Let's see. Did I miss anything? Okay. No, I didn't miss anything. Wow. Look at these. No credit check for a mattress? Okay, this might make me sound stupid, all right? This is not intended to do this. Do they really need a credit check to buy a mattress? I mean, how much are mattresses? I, are you putting a down payment on a mattress? I don't know. I haven't bought a mattress ever. Like any mattresses that I've gotten have been inherited. I don't. But why would you need a credit check to buy a mattress? That would be bad, I think. Maybe I misunderstood the commercial. Maybe he meant credit check for something else. Is that a clown? I love this local commercial, Joe's Body Shop. They got in Perry, Michigan. Shout out them. You should go to their place just because of their commercial, because they got a pug smoking a cigar, and that is just amazing. It's tremendous. Why is there just a random... Wait, is that an Arizona State fan? Hey, it's the athletic director of Michigan State, Jay Batt. I was like, wait, what? All right, now I actually kind of want to hear this guy. Well, Jay, I hope they're loud when Michigan State shows up. Another return coming out for Detroit. He's tripped up just past the 25-yard line to about the 27. Oh, it's just the dog at the Shell Shack is singing. Did I say that? Who's quoted as saying that? Honey, the dog is singing again. Can you fix the baseball team? I don't care. You could kill the baseball team for all I care. Is that Hendon Hooker in already? Okay, they're bringing in Hendon Hooker. He's going to throw it on the play action. Pass is caught there by Craig Reynolds. Or that was Sailors, excuse me, not Reynolds. He picks up the first down. All right, so I guess we already got a quarterback switch. I'm surprised Hendon Hooker already into the game. I guess they were only giving Kyle Allen the first quarter. All right. Well, this could be Hendon Hooker's last game. So, we're gonna enjoy it together. Unless he just absolutely balls out. Another handoff to Sailors. This time it only goes for a gain of about 4 or 5. Under center goes Hendon Hooker. I believe that was Tom Kennedy going in motion slightly. Another handoff to Sailors goes for a gain of just about 2 or 3. Also, by the way, I just want to point out, the guy's name is Jay, not Jay. Just the letter J. Now I actually want to look, where's that come from? Okay, his actual name is Jason. Why doesn't he go by Jason? Jason J. Batt. So he's Jason Batt. Why don't you go by Jason? Pass coming from Hooker. He lobs up a deep shot, and it is incomplete. No flags. Overthrew his target. And it'll be 4th down, and the punt team coming out. Go white. I answered him. I heard J Bat say go green, so I said go white. I answered him. Jack Fox out to punt it. 4th down and 4. What if we see a fake? There's the snap, and there's the punt. And it is fair caught there just at about the 11, maybe the 10. Not sure where his right foot was. 10-17 to go. 10-7 Texans. So what do you know? The Kyle Allen drive, very successful. The Hendon Hooker drive, not. I hate these casino commercials. These are so weird. Is it really much of a resort, Soaring Eagle? I know it's a casino, but is it really a resort? Like, what? Because it's got a pool? Is that the extent? Is that the line that we have to cross to get to resort status? It's got a pool. My apartment's got a pool. Is that a resort? It's not, and I guess the apartment. It's not like I don't have the pool here. Like over that way. Yeah, that way. Nope, not that way. Hold on, pointing. That way. That way. Nobody is selecting the Meyer brand graham crackers. Stop it. Stop spreading your propaganda, Meyer. I've been to Meyer. Nobody's selecting the Meyer brand graham crackers. We're selecting the graham crackers. I can't believe that the sports books have gotten Gordon Ramsay, my boy, my friend, my ally. They've taken him. It's truly evil stuff. All right, let's see. Halftime, Kansas State, Iowa State, 7-7. Fantastic stuff. They're going to be showing that Isaac Tesla doing the worm clip for the entire broadcast. I mean, it was fantastic. I'm not complaining about it. It's just that's what they're going to do. Mertz still in, I believe. Hands it off and finds the hole. Picks up just 4. That was Marks who carried it in for a touchdown on the last drive. Trevor Nowaski managed to get to him. Final 10 minutes of the half, counting down. You know what I realized? I probably should have ate before this, because I'm really hungry. And now I'm going to be hungry for the rest of this game. I could probably grab something. Mertz throw up the middle is caught and immediately brought down, but not enough to stop the first down. Stewart with the tackle. Boy, I got to tell you, as much as I don't think Stewart is going to really play for the team this year, at least ideally, given the linebacker room is pretty good. His hair is spectacular. Can we just get his hair on the team? Mertz takes the snap, and it's going to be a play action, rolling to his right, making the catch. And just short, they're going to say maybe a 9.5 yard pickup. Wow. I thought maybe he got the first down. But now Houston seeming to have their way with the ball. Mertz in the shotgun now. Snap. Gives it up. And there is the first down. Final 8 minutes now of the half. Jeez. I gotta tell you, I'm already getting bored. You know it's bad. We're not even into the end of the first half, and I'm already like, okay, I've seen enough. Like it's like all the yeah, Tesla had a nice catch and touchdown. That's yeah, that's what I was looking for. Mertz throw is caught, and just at about the Lions' 49-yard line, Powell with the reception for a first down and then some. That play action, man. Lions defense getting diced up by Graham Mertz. 7 for 7, 84 yards. Eesh. Pass coming again from Mertz. That one is a teardrop that was behind the receiver. So immediately, as the perfect game was pointed out, he immediately throws an incompletion. Just missed his man, too. I don't know if it was miscommunication between Mertz or the receiver, but he had him. He had his receiver. The receiver had the defender beaten, and he just didn't drop it where it needed to go. Mertz now goes under center. Ball is at the Lion 49.5. Toss out to Marks, and Marks is brought down for a loss. And now it'll be third down and relatively long here. I hate the stupid third down cards that they have in the crowd. I hate them. I think they're so dumb. But what bothers me is, like, if you're sitting in those seats, they gotta be blocking your view, right? Like, if you're like the person ahead of you's got the sign up, now it's like, oh, I can't really see. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I think it's dumb. They should stop doing it. Anyway, 3rd and 11. Mertz gonna throw. Mertz has time, throws up the middle. It is caught for a first down and then some. Brought down to about the 24-yard line. Winfrey with the reception. On a 3rd down and 11, the Texans offense comes up with a big play. He was wide open. But not a whole lot of pressure generated by the defensive line. So what are you gonna do? Like, 1st and 10, ball now at the 25. And a big lane opened up there into the secondary, and now inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Texans. I believe for the first time today, it's 1st and goal for Houston. Their last touchdown, they still had a first down they could have gained. Five minutes to go in the half. Texans looking to add on to a 3-point lead. It is 10-7. Mertz under center. Snap, gonna throw it. Airs it out. It's incomplete. Quintez Cephas, former Lion, incomplete off his hands. I did not know that Quintez Cephas was still playing football, but apparently he is for the Houston Texans. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. Did anybody else know that Quintez Cephas was still playing football? Because I did not. I did not. That is a name I have not heard in a long time. Ball is at the Lion about 7. Mertz gonna throw. Mertz airs it out again, and that time it is hauled in. Or is it? It is hauled in. Quintez Cephas makes the catch, and it is 16-7. Wow. Thought maybe he didn't end up with it, but yeah, he held on. Miller Jr. Tried to break it up, but after dropping the first ball, he did not drop that one. Former Lion making his old team hurt, I guess, in a preseason game. Not sure it really counts that much when it's a preseason game. Here comes the extra point to make it a 10-point lead, and the kick is bobbled. Did not come up with it. I don't even know if he kicked it. He kind of like tripped or something. What happened? Oh, he just completely missed the ball. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that. Kaimi Fairbairn just missed the ball. All right. Well, it is going to be a 9-point lead for the Houston Texans instead of 10. That is, I gotta say, I've seen a lot of things in football. I don't think I've ever seen a missed extra point where the kicker misses the football. That is like, that's like something you see out of like a junior high football team. You miss the ball? Okay. Well, that's something. It could be on. I mean, who is that on though? I mean, like, I guess the holder is supposed to put the ball where the kicker needs it to be. So my instinct is that it's on the holder. But then again, you're a kicker. You know the kick where the ball is. I don't know. I've never seen a kicker miss the ball. It's like Lucy. He's got Lucy. He's Charlie Brown. The holder is Lucy and kicker's Charlie Brown. Fairbairn. Fair Brown. That is a real life Peanuts moment. Crazy. Preseason moment. Yeah, they say it's preseason for everybody. Preseason for everybody. That's what they say. Charlie Brown is the kicker for the Houston Texans. So the Texans will get the ball back to start the third quarter. So I think it is imperative, at least for the result of this game, that the Lions get some points here, make it a one-possession game going into the second half. And Saylor, with the return, takes it to just about the 25-yard line as he looked like he kind of tripped himself there. Hey, look, David Montgomery graduated from Iowa State. Hey, how's Iowa State doing right now? Is it still 7-7? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so confused as to, like, I've never seen a kicker miss the ball. Even if it was off by a little bit. Like, he missed it straight up. Hooker takes the snap, hands it off to Craig Reynolds. Or is that Saylor? That's Saylor. I'm sorry. Sailors. Sailors picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. That's actually a 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7. Hooker under center, takes a snap, hands it off and picks up just about 6 yards there. It'll be third down. John Morton up in the Sky Judge room, it appears. So it'll be third down and 1. Out of the huddle now. Hendon Hooker staying under center. And now some movement there, moving the offensive line to the right side. There's a snap, handoff, and a flag comes in immediately. I don't know if maybe this was like an illegal formation or illegal motion or not sure what happened there. And it was an illegal shift on Detroit. And they will decline the penalty. It'll be fourth down and about 1. And are they going to go for it? I mean, I guess the result doesn't matter. Why not? Go for it. And they will. Keeping the offense out there on fourth down and 1. They are in their own territory. So as far as the game goes, this is quite the call. And there is immediate movement on the Lions' offensive line. Or I'm sorry, was there a timeout called or no? They're saying, yeah, false start there. I was gonna say I didn't know if there was, yeah. So instead of going for it, it'll be fourth down and 6. Punt team comes out again. Jack Fox takes the snap. Punt is up and away. And caught there at just about the 30, and that's about as far as he'll go. So this should be the final drive of the quarter and of the half. 2:36 to go, 16-7 Texans. What time do the Tigers play next Friday or next Saturday, actually? What am I look? Hold on, I look away for 2 seconds. I see a guy in a VR mask. What in the world is going on? Oh, it's Lansing Community College. Okay. Do I need to turn? I'll turn on the volume a little bit. I mean, I hate to turn down the volume as the Applegate Home and Comfort commercial is going, because it is just miraculous that this song exists. This commercial is probably so old. But it's still going. At some point, they'll have to update it, right? Why? Why would they, actually? I mean, oh, man, look at that car. Oh, that doesn't look good. That's a tire. Just love this like stock footage they got for these car I guess this is a collision place. I don't know what that means. Like, just bring in your car when it's destroyed, or wow, they're already doing this broadcast is prohibited or whatever. They're already doing. Don't they usually do that after the half? Well, odd. Boy, why is my hair doing that under the hat? Bad hair day, I guess. That's why I got the hat. Graham Mertz still out there for the Texans. He's got the ball at his own 31. Screen pass is caught. And a nice block there up front to allow Powell to gain an extra few yards, but he is short of the first down. Look at Jack Campbell, man. Look at that. Look at him. He is locked in right now. Or zoned out. Maybe he is zoned. He looks a little confused. Okay, he just got something from his ear. I think we just caught that man, like, digging through his ear. He's like, oh, something on my fan. Get rid of that. Bad catch. All right. Is that the 2-minute warning? Okay, I guess it's a 2-minute warning, and we're going to commercial again. I forgot about the 2-minute warning. Gonna be honest with you guys. What does college call it? It's not the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute timeout or something, right? This is totally not becoming the NFL, guys. It's totally not the NFL on Saturdays. It's totally different. It's the 2-minute timeout. It's not the 2-minute warning. That was one commercial that was actually not local. Why are some of these commercials in such varying levels of quality? I didn't know that was Danica Patrick. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't. Do people even care about Danica Patrick anymore? All right. Banned. What even was that emoji? That emoji looks so strange. Like eyeballs. Eyeballs and uprights or something. Why is that poor little boy bald? Those are not official Lions jerseys. They got those on a discount. They couldn't afford to get real jerseys for these people to wear their local ad. He was not watching the game, though. He just pulled it up. Why is everybody a Buffalo fan? Are they all flying to Buffalo? Is that what's going on? So that. All right, that was fun. Good commercial, NFL. All right, final 2 minutes, 16-7, Houston. Texans will get the ball to start the third quarter. There's a snap. Mertz throws it up the middle. It is caught for a first down. Thought maybe. I didn't know the Lions player came away with it. But now in 2-minute offense here, Texans, they're kind of slowing down a little bit here, using their time. Trying to at least get themselves into field goal range, I imagine. And hopefully Charlie Brown does not completely airmail the ball this time. Mertz takes the snap. Pass coming. Mertz throw is caught and brought down just short of the sticks. Was Marks. No timeouts being used just yet. Both teams still have all three. Final minute counting down. Mertz in a 2nd and 3. Snap, pass coming. And a flag comes in. And this might be on Houston. Play was whistled dead. And it will be a false start on Houston. That will slow things down for sure. So there's a 10-second runoff there as neither team used the timeout. 45 seconds to go. 2nd down and 8. Back into their own territory. So they're going to give them 3 extra seconds. 48 seconds. Now the clock runs. Snap. Mertz going to throw, and whistle's coming out again, and another flag in. And it's going to be another false start. Really? It is a 2nd false start penalty in a row. And this time Houston's going to call the TO. D'Amico Ryan's got to be very upset about that. I mean, back to back. You can't have back to back false starts. I don't care if it's preseason. That's terrible. So 45 seconds now, but 10 yards back of where they started. 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd down and 13. Those are quite the penalties to take. And Mertz hands it off, and that goes for a gain of just about 2. And a flag comes in again. Is this going to be a hold? Oh, might be on Detroit. Okay, so there's no flag, but Houston takes another timeout. I think the reason there would be a 10-second runoff there is because they had to stop the clock because of like a potential penalty. But that seems really unfair to Houston. I mean, like they couldn't. Okay, well, hopefully that's never a real problem in an actual game. I've just never heard of that. So it'll be 3rd down and 11. Houston has converted a 3rd down and 11 today. So I wouldn't say it's so far out of range, but it is a 3rd and long. Mertz going to throw. Mertz under a little bit of pressure, but it is able to get rid of it. Pass was caught. A flag down in the secondary. My goodness. Stewart made the play. If the play stands, it's 4th down. And it is defensive holding that is an automatic 1st down. Ay, 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 ay. That is a lot of flags just to end a half. So now it is 1st and 10 in Lion territory. Texans still have a timeout. They could get this first down. They could probably get a field goal, and the pass is caught short of the sticks. And they are trying to move quickly here, as I believe a timeout just got called. Smith Jr. with the reception. And Houston calls their final timeout. So now I would think the next first down, they're just going to spike it. And oh, okay. He just Benetti is going to be doing the Tiger game. He literally, Benetti just said he's going to be doing going right across the street after this game. That is so crazy. This guy is amazing. This guy is an absolute legend. That is so cool. Pass coming from Mertz. He lobs up a prayer. It is incomplete, but a flag comes in. That's going to be pass interference. A lot of contact while the ball was in the air. 27 seconds to go, and it feels like... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a flag on Houston. Whoa. Penalty goes on Houston? Is that offensive pass interference? Wow. I mean, if you're going to call it, I guess I would have more so understood it on the defender. But I don't understand it when it's offensive pass interference. And 2nd down and long, and a big sack there. That should end the half. That was Al-Quadin Muhammad, who will end the half. So finally, we have a play that doesn't result in a penalty. And that is it after 2. So the Lions trailing 16-7. Final preseason game. Houston will get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter, but the Lions going to need to mount a second half comeback. Danny and Dan. Did Marcus Davenport just wave to the camera? He just did one of those. All right. Bye, Dan. All right. So now I want to know what's going on with this this other game. It is still 7-7. Kansas State and Iowa State are playing the most boring game of football. It is 7-7 with a little over 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We're not sending our best, folks. We're not sending our best. All right. I'll be right back because it's halftime. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'm also kind of hungry, so I might grab something to eat. So I'll be right back. I've got some delicious bread. That's my snack. All right. Look, I'm not exactly a world class chef. All right. I didn't even make the bread. A friend of mine made the bread, but it's very good bread. So I'm going to eat it, and that's going to be my snack. Got a carb load. I'm getting dinner with people after this, so I don't want to eat too much. I don't want to spoil my dinner. So the odds do not look ever in our favor, at least based on the ESPN analytics. 75.9% win probability for Houston. Less than ideal, basically. This is like a good snack, I think. I hate these Kroger ads with these disgusting, weird looking people. These like animated cartoon characters with all the weird corporate proportions that don't make any sense. I hate it. I hate it so much. There's a Neil Diamond musical? Because he just play his songs. That's the musical. What is a specialty coffee from McDonald's? $3.29 for a specialty coffee? Okay. Okay. Look at how gigantic TJ Lang is. He makes Jason look like a dwarf. I mean, I get it. He's a big guy. He played offensive line. Still. Whoa. Oh, the lineup card has been submitted for the Tigers tonight. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. We got batting first, your leadoff man, playing third base, Colt Keith. Batting second and playing second base, Gleyber Torres. Batting third, the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot, playing first base, Spencer Torkelson. Batting fifth in left field, Riley Green. Batting sixth, your designated hitter, Dylan Dingler. Batting seventh. Oh, okay. It didn't want to stay. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, Zach McKinstry. Batting eighth in center field, Javi Baez. And batting ninth, your catcher, Jake Rogers, catching for Chris Paddock. Hoping that Paddock has a good night. Or, yeah, I guess good. Yeah, it's an even game. Hoping he has a good night. He's pitched well against teams that are not the Twins. Which is kind of weird, but that's what it is. I'll turn those lights off over there. No, get those lights off. Ah. That guy is dressed up, ready for the games. Hey, it's Amik Robertson. No, I don't know what that means, Amik. Why? Okay, very strange question. Why is Amik Robertson wearing that towel on his head? He's got it tied up like it's a little bonnet. He's got a hat on, and then he's got the towel on. Why? What is the point of that, Amik? Because that's not very fashionable. As a fashion expert myself, that doesn't appear very fashionable. All right, well, Jake Bates out there to kick it off, start the second half. And it is up and away. Deep shot. Just inside the 5, taken out from there. And brought down at about the 30 after getting tripped up. Jordan with the return there. So they got a new quarterback in, it seems. I think I heard Benetti saying they're bringing in a new quarterback. Graham Mertz's day is done. But I could not see it. They didn't show his name on the screen or anything. They're just telling me it's a new quarterback. Play action pass coming. Pressure coming. Lobs up a deep shot, but it is well incomplete. So that is Slovis. Slovis is the quarterback. Okay. It wasn't really a deep shot. It was more of a moonshot. But it'll be second down and 10. It's a good way to start. I mean, it seemed like all the first half, Graham Mertz, he was just dicing up this Lions defense. They had to finally start a half with an incomplete pass and a little bit of pressure. Handoff is a successful one as there's a first down run. Jordan, who had just returned the kickoff, also playing running back. Oh, no, they're saying 3rd down and 1. I thought he got the first down. They marked him just short. All right, well, an early opportunity here for the defense. And whistles are being blown for... They're going to take a look at the spot here. Not sure what's going on. Okay, they're going to call it a first down. Okay, that's... I was going to say, it did kind of look like a first down, but... That was... Okay, well... So 1st and 10. Just at the Lion 39-yard line. Slovis in the shotgun. Snap. Hands it off. And Jordan with a decent carry of about 8 or 9 yards. This time it will be 2nd down and 1. Slovis now goes under center on 2nd down and 1. All right, enough. Enough, bots. Enough. Slovis still waiting for the snap. There it is. Handoff goes to Jordan, and I believe he got the first down. Yes, he did. That ampersand is a little odd looking. Miller Jr. was there. Brought him down from behind. So now, just at about the 50. And Lions pointing to movement. There goes the flag, and this is going to be a false start. So much for midfield. They're going back into their own territory to the 45-yard line. Oh, hi, Chris Spielman. Boy, he's bald. Now at their own 45. Slovis takes the snap. He's going to throw it from under center. The pass is caught, but short of the yards to gain. It'll be 2nd down. I cannot understand a word that he is saying. Not like Chris Spielman is hard to understand. I mean, like the audio mixing in the broadcast is not very good. Also, I'm speaking, so that makes it a little hard to hear. 2nd down and 4. That's the extent of my commentary. What do you want from me? It's an 11-yard pickup. Snap. Another handoff goes to Jordan, and that one goes for nothing. Maybe even, no, not going to be a loss. Just a 1-yard gain and 3rd down again. Or, no, I shouldn't say 3rd down again. First third down induced this half. See, the thing is, though, Houston is just taking its time. You know, Detroit's going to run out of just clock as Miles Turner for Detroit slow to get up. There's another player on that Lions defensive depth chart. He had some playing time last year. 16-7, 11 and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. Houston up. – . . . . – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – since we're in a commercial break, I do need to just check. Is it still 7-7? Oh, no, it is now 14-14. Kansas State, Iowa State. Top 25 matchup. National television. In Ireland. International game. I love how all the brands, they're just like on this Meijer commercial, it's just showing nothing but the Meijer brands. Well, hopefully Miles Turner is okay. I mean, I'm not saying he's a stud or anything, but he was definitely a depth piece. And you hate to see anybody get injured in an exhibition game. Especially guys playing for roster spots. Detroit knows last season you don't want any more injuries than you need, right? Like, you don't want any extra ones. So to see guys get injured in the exhibition games, that's no, I want to see that. They're down in 3. Slovis going to throw it. Slovis passes caught, and then a lot of nice extra yards there for Houston. First and goal. Let's stop. Timeout. It's preseason for everybody, guys, all right? I promise I'll be more locked in the regular season. I can't promise that. I'll probably be more locked into the regular season. Under center is Slovis. There's the snap. Play action. He's going to throw. Slovis airs it out and falling to the ground. Flags awry. That is 3 flags. I think every referee threw a flag on that play. As it stands, it's an incomplete pass, but it's going to be a pass interference on the defense. And it will be a defensive pass interference. So it now will be first and goal. Man, those old unis in like the 90s and 2000s, like those Buccaneers jerseys they were just showing, so good, so peak, so much better than what we got now. IMO, in my opinion. Everything's so clean now. Toss out to Jordan, goes for a big loss. Play completely backfired there as Strickland came up with the tackle. Will now be second and goal from, I think, about the 12, maybe more than that. All right, can we play? I need to see the field, guys. I need to see where the ball is. Help me out. Help me out, broadcast. Yeah, the 11-yard line. So it'll be second and goal, but a longer goal. Oh, there was movement. A little bit of movement up front. And that'll make it a second and goal even longer. 9:59 to go for the third quarter. Houston trying to add on. But back-to-back mishaps. A play for a loss before, and now a false start. So now, just shy of the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. So essentially, it's a 2nd and 16. Snap. Pass is caught on the screen and then brought down just shy of the 5. Makes it 3rd and goal, but there is a flag down here. Powell with the reception. If it stands, it'll be 3rd and goal, just shy of the 5. Another flag, man. And it's going to be offensive pass interference. That's the 2nd time today. So it'll be 2nd and goal and a mile, basically. I don't remember the last time I saw 2 offensive pass interference penalties in the same game. So 2nd and goal inside the 25, or just shy of the 25. From the Lion 26. Pass coming from Slovis. Pressure coming. Pass is dropped, incomplete. Or maybe not. They're whistling it dead. Okay, they were running with the ball. I was going to say, that looked like he threw it. Trevor Nowaski brought the pressure. Or he brought the hit, I should say. Jordan could not come up with it, and it was probably for the best that he didn't, because Nowaski was going to take his head off. So now, 3rd and goal from the Lion 26 for Houston. Slovis is going to have to throw this one. You wonder if they're just going to try to make a field goal a little bit closer, if they're going to go for all the marbles. And pass is caught just into the red zone, but that will not do the job. It'll be 4th and goal. It's a big tackle there from Strickland. Love the energy. I believe he's another guy who had some playing time last year for Detroit. Look at that. That's just a perfect tackle. We should get Strickland to instruct everybody on how to tackle, because that's exactly how you do it. 36-yard attempt for Fairbairn to make it a 12-point lead. Snap, a little bad on the hold, and the kick is going to be no good. Missed it wide right. Eesh. Tough day at the office for Kaimi Fairbairn. He does have a field goal, but he's missed an extra point. And by missed an extra point, I mean he missed the ball. And now he's got a missed field goal, and the Texans come up with zeros on a really nice drive. All right, guys, we have life. What is that? A root beer float, but pumpkin pie shake from A&W? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think I've ever seen an A&W in the wild. I know that they have the root beer. That's the only thing I know about them. I've never actually been to one of these restaurants. I've never seen one. I don't know if it's maybe a scam. Could be a scam. Probably a scam. But all right. So, hey, look, the win probability for the Texans is kind of going down. It's now down to just 78.3%. All right. This is our time. This is our moment. I mean, hey, we were down to the Texans last time we played them. I'm sure we can make another second half comeback. The only difference is our quarterback in that game is an actual professional quarterback, and the one we have in now is not. Unless we're bringing in Kyle Allen again. Boy, it is much nicer out than at the beginning of this game. The beginning of this game was so glum, so sad out. Now, clear skies. It's beautiful. I just hope the rain or the cloudy weather doesn't head to Detroit, because Tigers got a game tonight, and I don't want that to get delayed. So the Lions will take over from their own 26-yard line. What a series of events. That final segment of offense for the Texans. Hendon Hooker staying in the game. Play action. Hooker almost trips. Now a flag comes in. He airs it out. It is caught with a big gain. But this might not stand. There is a flag down. Bell with the reception. And it is going to be an offensive holding. The play is coming back. Just when Hooker makes a good play, a hold takes it away. Yeah, I mean, that's going to get called, buddy. Who was that got called for that penalty? Turn around, 77. Turn around. I can't see what is his name? Johnson? I don't know who that is. But you can't do it. Hooker now in a 1st and 20 spot. He hands it off to Sailors, who might have gotten a yard. 2nd down and long. Oh my gosh, this is... TJ Lang is showing Benetti how to properly hold without getting caught. It seems like a bad influence. 2nd and 19 after the 1-yard carry from Sailors. Hooker in the shotgun. Hands it off to Sailors with a big gap, and Sailors is finally forced out just shy of the 25. So it'll be 3rd down and long as Sailors... No, he's all right. I thought he was a little slow to get up. He's jogging on his own now. So a 3rd down and 13 with the clock running. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd. Need to get to the 36. Hooker under pressure, just tosses it in front of him. And Sailors picks up some extra yards, but not enough for a 1st down. It's a decent job there by Hooker to improvise, but 3 and out after a really nice stop defensively. Offense, unfortunately, in that drive, the penalty completely stifled it. So you net gain just 3 total yards. 4th and 7. For Jack Fox. Snap and the punt. That is a fairly deep shot inside just at the 10. And Jordan will get that ball or get that return to the 20. 5:49 to go. 16-7 Houston. Holding on to the lead. All right, so we managed to take that like 78% win probability, and since that drive, brought it up to 81.9%. Guys, I think Houston's gonna win this game. I think the Lions are gonna go 1 1-3 in the preseason. Do I care? No. It means 0 to me, but I would rather win than lose. And this is only further solidified to me that Kyle Allen's your backup quarterback. Hendon Hooker's gone. Like, I just don't see why we should keep this guy around. It's like the offense looked pretty good that one drive with Kyle Allen, right? Every single drive with Hendon Hooker as quarterback, the offense does not look good. So I just don't really understand why we're bothering with this Hooker experiment. It just seems completely pointless. The poor guy is just not that good at football. He was pretty good in college, but I think that injury pretty much ruined him. Or it's just whatever system he was running in when he was playing for Tennessee, it just was more suited to his skill set, and then he gets hurt, and he's off for a year. He just doesn't play a whole lot of football. You know what's bad when in a playoff spot, the Lions bring in Teddy Bridgewater over you. Teddy Bridgewater, who prior to that point was retired from football. And even Teddy Bridgewater was a career, well, maybe not a career backup, but a backup for a good amount of time. Those kids are having fun, at least. The Campbell's kneecap soup, that's pretty good. We got people wearing face paint for a preseason game? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Slovis airs it out a little high, but it's caught. Miller makes the tackle. It'll be second down and about 3, maybe 2. So second down and 3. Slovis in the shotgun. Snap. Pass on the screen is caught, and then a nice tackle there by Strickland. Just tripped up the receiver to make it third down. He could have had him for a loss. He nearly missed him, but just able to get enough to trip him up. It's a nice play. Could have been for a loss, though. So, not perfect. It'll be third down and 2. Just a little over 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Slovis in the shotgun. Snap. Pass coming. Slovis airs it. It is caught. A lot of room to run as 14 for Houston. Kind of got sandwiched there. Quintez Cephas making his presence known today more than he ever did when he was wearing a Lions uniform. His first down and 10 at about, I think, past midfield. Or no, not past midfield. About the 47-yard line. Handoff to Jordan will bring it into Lion territory, just at about the 46-yard line. It's like TJ Lang playing defensive tackle. Apparently, he played at least one snap with the Packers. Was that a preseason game? Eesh. Or maybe they were just injured at all hell and they put in TJ Lang. Handoff goes to Jordan again, and that time he gets nothing. It'll be another third down. Oh my gosh. Why are we showing poor TJ Lang play a position he is not meant to play? That's just sad. I mean, I guess I don't. Yeah. That's not good. So finally, 3rd down and 2. Houston is 5 for 7 on 3rd downs, compared to Detroit, 1 for 5. That is a major difference in this game. Pass coming from Slovis. Slovis, under some pressure, gets rid of it. It's caught for a 1st down and brought down at about the 35-yard line. Make it 6 for 8. 3rd down defense. Oh my gosh, we keep showing poor TJ Lang getting pancaked. Look at this. Did not even stand a chance. Also, those beautiful chrome helmets that the Vikings used to have, tremendous. Tremendous stuff. Way better than the helmets they have now. Play action pass from Slovis. Gets the screen. A lot of room to run, but brought down just short of the sticks. 2nd down and probably 2. Final minute and 45 to go. I saw Smith on the defensive line. I was like, Zadarius? No, different Smith. He is still a free agent, by the way. Still a free agent, which is crazy. Slovis now under center. Snap. Hands it off to Jordan, and I think he's going to be short again. And another 3rd down. Granted, a 3rd down and short. So Houston 6 for 8 on 3rd down. Can we make it 6 for 9? Please? Or are they just going to continue to torment us? Final minute counting down. It is a short 3rd and 1. Actually, a little bit longer 3rd and 1, I should say. Snap. Handoff, and they got it. Just able to get the 1st down. So I will say this, we're making them work for it. And that should be the end of the 3rd quarter, mercifully. Mercifully, this can only go on for another 15 minutes of game time. And since it is the end of the quarter, we have to check in on week 0, Iowa State, Kansas State. This is a requirement. Oh, Iowa State is taking the lead. 23-14 with 6:38 to go. Sorry, just communicating with the fantasy football group chat. I got a big draft coming up. Big draft. I have to redeem myself from last year. Last year was tough. All right, I'm just going to say it. It was tough. Made some mistakes. Didn't have a whole lot of depth. But the owners have decided to bring me back. So I'm gonna build the team that's gonna win the Super Bowl, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna make sure that we are raring and ready to go. How much percentage do I have on my phone? I got 14% on my phone. So what is it going to take Houston to get this to 99.9%? Do they got to score a touchdown here? I feel like that's probably going to be the case. 91.6 with the final quarter starting up here. Is that Jameson Williams wearing shades? That's crazy. Jameson Williams only had 7 touchdowns last year. He had 1,000 yards, 58 catches. It feels like he should have had more. I could see him. I mean, I could see him doing even better this year. Didn't he miss a game or two? I seem to remember him missing a game because of like steroids or something. Pass coming from Slovis. It is caught, or maybe no. I think the Lions just came up with it. Quintez Cephas, I think, lost it, and the Lions come up with it. Meanwhile, Danny Rogers is interviewing Jameson Williams, who has no idea what's going on. Russell came up with it for Detroit. He caught it with his helmet. No, he kind of bobbled it, and it never dropped, and Russell comes up with the pick. Ball was never on the ground. Cephas nearly drops it. So I think that would be scored as an interception. Well, that's a really fine play. Well, that is the way to start a quarter. That's for sure. Now, if you can just drive down the field and score here, you might have a game. So Hooker will stay in. There's the snap. Pass coming. Hooker throws, and it's intercepted. Right down the middle. It is intercepted. Oh, my goodness. And he is still on his feet as he finally taps his foot out of bounds. Wow. Back-to-back interceptions, and that might be the end of the career of the University of Tennessee Volunteer, Hendon Hooker. Wow. Your defense comes up with a huge turnover, and on the first throw, completely airmail your intended receiver right into the hands of the defender. It does not get any worse than that. It really doesn't. That is about as bad of a pick as you could get. Hendon Hooker is looking up at the screen, realizing that that might be the last time he ever throws the football in the National Football League. And they're going to call an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Texans. Huh. Okay, I'm not, I guess, too much celebrating or whatever. Are we going to commercial? Okay, I guess we're going to commercial. Oh. Okay, that was weird. I just got distracted by I didn't even have to look at the don't regret the bet bad. You know what? You know what would be a really good way to not regret the bet? Just go back to making sports gambling illegal. Everybody wants it illegal. They secretly do, at least. The world was better when it was illegal. I'll just say it. What is this house? Everything is so white. Oh, okay. I just want to see. Can we get like a Hendon Hooker cam? I just want to see. Can we? He needs. I really hope he did this. I really hope, like, after he threw that ball, he just did the Will Levis. Okay, so Houston brought back basically from where they started before the interception. Play action pass coming. Slovis airs it out, and it is caught by Quintez Cephas, just able to toe tap it. But he's a little slow there on the sideline. He's kind of bending down. Oh, man. Cephas, who's had a great game today. I don't know if he's trying to make the roster or what the situation is. But fortunately, he's off the sideline now. So 1st and 10 from the Detroit 12. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Jordan, who cuts to the outside. Jordan with some room will dive, and he is going to be just short. He will get the first down, though, so it'll be 1st and goal, I think. Yeah, knee is down just short of the pylon, so it'll be 1st and goal for Houston. Slovis under center. Is he just going to run this in? No, he will hand it off to Jordan, and he will get stuffed for a loss. So a nice stop there on the goal line. Now it'll be 2nd and goal. Could you imagine if the score ends up just being 16-7? Like the Lions somehow come up with a stop here or a turnover or something, and we just never score because Hendon Hooker is that bad. Slovis rolling to his right. Throw is caught. Thought that was maybe a little overthrown, but Jackson able to heave it in, and it is 22-7 Houston. Oh, man. It's like this side of the hair doesn't know what it wants to do. I'll deal with it later. And by later, I mean after the game. Oh, a nice catch there by Jackson. Nice play. I mean, it's just like roll out, everything. Very well designed. All right, now don't miss the ball, Fairbairn. Snap, hold, kick is good this time. He finally gets out of the yips. 23-7. 12:58 to go. Lions going to need a miracle. They want to come back and win this one. Hold on. I'm doing planning as look, it's a preseason game. I'm trying to find here. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I should have. I feel like I've seen some of these commercials like 40 times. Did any other companies decide they wanted to advertise during this preseason game? Or is it just the casinos, hotels, Meyer, and the law firms? Looked like the kids were throwing t-shirts into the crowd. They're not going to be able to throw those very far. I mean, they're kids. I don't know if people know this. Kids aren't very strong. You beat them up so easily. Terrible. Terrible. No one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows. No one knows. So 23-7, Houston on top. As Fairbairn sends that one to about the 5. Lions trying to take it out. 85 running. Decent return there. That is Tom Kennedy on the return, but he will be stopped just short of the 30. So Hendon Hooker coming back in. So he will, in theory, throw another football in the NFL. I mean, if this hasn't convinced you that Hendon Hooker sucks, I don't know what will. I just don't. Watch him mount the comeback after I'm saying all this crap about him. There's the snap, handoff, goes for basically no gain. Jackson on the carry. Jackson Meeks is in. He's already got 11 catches on 13 targets and a couple of touchdowns. You know, maybe you might say, well, Hooker's not playing with the starters. I don't know if that's the problem. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I don't know if that's the problem. Hooker, under some pressure, breaks free of it. Now he's going to take it on his feet. And Hooker with a big play into Texan territory using his legs. That is primarily the upside that the Lions think he has. Good for him. He almost had a collapsing pocket, and he managed to find a way to make the play on his own. One problem, he needs to be able to throw the ball. But it's a good start. It's a good start. All right? You gotta move the ball down the field somehow, I guess. I think it was the first play Hooker has had in Texan territory. See what he does. Pass coming. Hooker looking, throwing. It is caught, but a gain of just about 3 there. Or no, are they saying incomplete? I thought he caught it. They were kind of, it looked like they were, no, they're saying incomplete. He dropped it. Huh. Well, all right. Guess it's an incomplete pass. So now, once again, Hooker from the Texan 46 hands it off, and that will be a gain of just about 3, maybe just 2. Hooker now going to throw. Hooker under a little bit of pressure, airs it out, and it's intercepted again. Or maybe it was, no, they're calling it incomplete. Okay. I was about to say, it would have been even funnier if he actually ended that with another pick. So it'll be 4th down and 7. Let's see. Is this actually incomplete? Yeah, it definitely bounced. Definitely bounced. That's all right. They're going to keep the offense out there for obvious reasons. You're down 23-7. You're going to need to start going for it on all downs. So Hendon Hooker, no completions since entering Texan territory. Or no, actually he had one. Or no, he didn't. He didn't have any. Hooker throw is incomplete. And that will be a turnover on downs. And Hendon Hooker continuing to struggle this preseason. And he would be really lucky if he managed to make this team. Oh, there's Lions, Detroit. Wait, hold on. Is that the guy doing the fight song? We have the fight song, but I haven't really had much of a reason to play it. That's his voice? No, it's not. That's a lie. They're full of crap. They're full of crap. This commercial's a lie. You can't recycle if it has food residue. Oh, it's an empty box. It's still got crumbs and grease. You can't do it. And maybe some cheese. You can't recycle it. You gotta just get rid of it. Whatever. Recycling is a scam. Don't make me go into that rant. Oh my gosh, Rory is in the booth. Is that wouldn't it? How can he hear with the headset on his? He's got. Maybe we can get him a bigger headset. Oh man, I love Rory. Detroit has the best mascots, man. We got Paws, we got Rory, we got Hooper. Pass is caught just short of the sticks, I think, from Slovis. Oh my. I really hope TJ doesn't accidentally rip Rory's head off when he's trying to show him how to block. Another handoff. That goes for just a 2-yard gain, but it's enough for a first down. Now, hold on. Because where is Benetti in all of this? Where is Benetti in all of this? He's just like gone. Oh, I want to hug Rory. Rory's asking for a hug. I'll hug Rory. I'm not even joking. I love all of our mascots. I don't know which one's my favorite. I think Paws is probably my favorite. It's because he's goofy. He's got that goofy face. I guess they all got kind of goofy faces, but there's another run there for a gain of 8 yards, maybe 9. And unfortunately, he got out of bounds, so he was able to stop the clock in what has been quite the game. Goodbye, Rory. Thanks for coming on the broadcast, buddy. All right. Out of the huddle, and I mean, are they gonna score another touchdown at this? Like, why is it that the two preseason games that I am able to live react to are the least exciting preseason games? Another handoff goes for a loss this time. It'll be 3rd down and 7, or maybe 3rd and 6. Not sure if Brooks got to the line of scrimmage. It's like these poor fans. Yeah, I'll wave the stupid sign. We're getting blown out in our own house. But I'll put the sign up. It's so dumb. I hate the stupid 3rd down sign. I hate it with every fiber of my being. Another handoff goes, and that time for a 1st down. Brooks with the carry. You can get a Lions branded Ford vehicle? But why? But why would you do that? I don't understand any of these people with like these graphic cars. I want my car to be as like nondescript as possible. I want nobody to know that it's my car unless you know my license plate. I never understood the people who like put the stickers on their car or paint their car crazy color. There's an incomplete pass. Sorry, I'm just gonna rant about this because it's a boring game. I never understood because like in my mind, it's like I don't want people to know, oh, Mike was just at Meyer, or Mike was just at the bank, or Mike is just in jail. I don't know what happened that night, but you know, I don't know what they let me drive there for some reason. You could turn yourself in. Hold on, how is it a 99.8% win probability when they got an incomplete pass? Get that money. That's right. That's right. They want it. They're trying to get people to buy a Lions branded like the thing is, people will buy it. That's what I don't like. Who are these people? There's a play for a loss there. Nice stop there by the defensive line. Makes it 3rd down and long. I think that was Pittman with the tackle. I went to high school with a Pittman. I don't think it's that guy. He did play football though. I think. I don't think he played when he was a senior, but he played. At some point he played. Oh, nice. Nice, Bacon. You're probably much more informed about motor vehicles than I would ever be. So, but I'm also a GM family, so I'm sure you despise that. There's a lobbed up pass, and it is dropped by Cephas. Almost had his 2nd touchdown of the day, but instead it'll be 4th down and 12, and I'm assuming the field goal team's coming out. Yep, here comes a field goal attempt. This will make it a 21 or a 19-point lead, I should say. Snap, hold, kick, and he got it. It was a little low. I have not seen Kennelly. I've seen Tom Kennedy. He had a kick return, and I think he had a catch today. But yeah, not seen much from Kennelly. I didn't know there was a guy from Eisenhower playing. Ike? I think one of my friends went to the rival school of that. Stevenson? Pretty sure that's the rival. I had to explain to one of my friends when I was in high school why it's called Ike as a nickname. Like, he didn't understand. I was like, you know why it's called Ike, right? And he's like, no. I was like, what do you mean you don't know? I was like, I don't know. Am I supposed to know? Like, you call it Ike and you don't even know why? What is like, is it because like Ike? Like, because Eisenhower? I was like, do you know who it's named after? No, you didn't know. Well, for those of you who might not know, the reason the nickname of Eisenhower High School is Ike is because it is named after the late, great former president of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, whose nickname was Ike. Who's also a war hero. When was the last time we had a president that served? I actually think it was Bush the first one. Bush Sr. This is totally random. This is not. I'm not making any statement. I'm just. When was the last? I think it was Bush Senior. Because after that was Clinton, and he was never in the army or anything. Then you had Bush Jr. Then you had Obama. Then you had Trump. Then you had Biden. Now you got Trump again. Yeah, we haven't had a president who served in a while. I mean, I guess that kind of makes some sense because we're like in a period where there hasn't been a whole lot of like wars that we're directly involved in. I guess you had the war on terror, but those people aren't even, they might be old enough. I don't know. Grand Valley. Oh. Oh, nice. Nice. Very cool. Ian Kennelly. Well, if anything happens, I'll let you know. But I haven't called his name, and I haven't seen him yet. But that's always pretty cool. Grand Valley. Go Lakers. The local hero for everyone is Isaac Tesla, though. Hillsdale College, then Arkansas. I believe he's from like Howell or Holland. From one of the H's, I think. Am I right about that? Hold on. Hudsonville. I knew he was from one of the H's, but I got it wrong. I got both the I went with Howell or Holland. He's from Hudsonville. All right, Hendon Hooker. This is probably your last shot. Can you just put together a field goal drive? Can you at least do that? Can you get us into double digits? That is all we're asking for, buddy boy. Just get us to double digits. Somehow I doubt he'll be able to do that. That's also true. We got many local heroes on the team. Aiden Hutchinson out of Plymouth, Michigan, went to Divine Child High School and went to Our Lady of Good Counsel grade school. And he went to University of Michigan for college. You might have heard of that. Pass is caught there by Bell for a first down. I think that's the first passing first down play by Hendon Hooker today. I could be wrong about that. Kennelly is a safety. Okay, well, we're not going to see him right now. Well, he didn't have the interception. That was Howell or Russell. Russell had the interception. He might have been on that play. Pass coming from Hooker. It is caught, and another first down. This is the kind of drive that can allow him to survive. I believe that's Dan Jackson, former Georgia Bulldog, and I think 7th round pick a couple of seasons ago. Tom Kennedy. This man, Tom Kennedy, has been living the dream. Hooker, under some pressure, immediately brought down and sacked. There is a flag down. Oh, man. Dan Campbell shaking his head. Oh, man. This is getting bad. See what it is. And it's going to be an illegal formation penalty on the Lions. And it will be declined. Dan Campbell looked as disappointed as he could ever be with Hendon Hooker. This has to be it, right? There's no way that Hendon Hooker is making the team after this. He's just not good. Snap is low. Pass was caught on a screen and the pickup of about 7. 3 tackles. Oh, good for him. I must have not seen him. I must have not even noticed. Good job, Kennelly. Keep it up, buddy. He might be a decent depth piece. He might be all right. I'd rather not see him starting games, though, given our safety room is elite. Pass coming from Hooker. Hooker checks it down for another gain of about 5 or 6 to Sailors. That makes it 4th down and manageable. And obviously Detroit going for it in the final 4 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. Yeah, well, I think that's going to be a hard sell for most teams because they don't want to trade for him. Maybe we could trade him to Cincy with to get Trey Hendrickson. Do you think? Do you think that could happen? Think they take him? Joe Burrow might need a backup. Hooker now running with it and brought down and sacked. And that might be the final play of Hendon Hooker's NFL career. We don't know, but if his final play of the year is a 4th down sack, turnover on downs, that would be almost poetic. And now with 3:48 to go, Houston is just really only a few first downs away, if we're really being honest with ourselves. We're 3:48 away from the preseason being over for the Lions. Is Hendon Hooker going to do anything? A run for a first down there from Jordan. I was going to say Jackson, but then I stopped myself, and so I said Jordan strangely. How many more first downs do they really have to get? Just like 1 more? 2 more? Because it depends how quickly they snap the ball. Maybe 2 more. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't think that Hendon Hooker is making it past the end of this week. Or the end of the weekend, I should say. If he makes the 53-man roster, I gotta know who gets cut. Because it just doesn't make any sense to carry 3 quarterbacks if the third is just so tremendously bad. Yeesh. Do you think the Browns would pick him up? Maybe the Browns will pick him up. I mean, they're in the business of just trying to find a quarterback, so they might as well. All right, so I think they just need 1 more first down. Maybe 2. No, because you get to the 2-minute warning, you can just knee it out from there, right? Another handoff goes to Jordan, who is going to be just short. But that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So what did we learn today, folks? Well, we learned that Hendon Hooker is terrible. We learned that, if we didn't already know it. We learned that Isaac Tesla is pretty good. Isaac Tesla is pretty darn good. And that Kyle Allen is probably going to be our backup quarterback. 53 men of all. Yeah, you can't possibly have a bad quarterback if your entire roster is quarterbacks, right? That makes sense. What about what else did we learn? Yeah, that's pretty much it. We pretty much learned Isaac Tesla is truly him. He's actually very good. Hendon Hooker is terrible. He's the opposite of him. He's her. Is that offensive? And Kyle Allen's your backup. Those are my takeaways. Like, Hendon Hooker is helpless. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm just repeating myself at this point. You know? No. At least, here's what I'll say. Don't draft him high. If you're gonna draft him when it's like your final pick. You don't know what you need some depth, right? Like, I don't know, maybe an extra guy on the flex. Because the only reason I'm going to say that is that he feels like he's going to essentially play that Tim Patrick, Khalif Raymond role on this team, where Amon-Ra is going to obviously get most of the passes. Then you're going to see Jahmyr Gibbs getting a lot of screens. Then you're going to see Sam Laporta get a good amount of targets. Then you're going to obviously see Jameson Williams as well. Like, I just don't. And David Montgomery is also going to catch some passes. Like, it's hard for me to find the place where he is. It's hard for me to find that he's going to get a bunch of catches. And the only way I see that is Khalif Raymond or Tim Patrick are cut. And Khalif Raymond is less likely to be cut because he plays special teams. He's a really good return guy. So, yeah, like he kind of fulfills the role that Tim Patrick plays. And I'm not even saying that Patrick is going to get cut. It's just more that he's going to take his spots, so to speak. Or he won't. I don't know. Maybe you're just going to have as Isaac Tesla as basically a depth guy, and that's it. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't take him. That's just my opinion. What is this? Why is there the Titanic music with this guy in Washington Commanders shirt? Third touchdown of the preseason. So 3 out of 4 games, he's got a touchdown. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know if he had a touchdown in all 3 of them, but I'm just saying. Third down and 3, and there is the first down, and that should officially do it. So it's going to be interesting, honestly. Like I joke, but I think it is actually going to be kind of interesting what ends up happening with this roster. Like, is Tesla going to get the starting role? Is Hooker going to be cut? Like, what is going to happen? Victory formation for the Texans. There's the snap and the knee. And they should just have to knee it one more time here. Yeah, just one more knee will do it. All right. Well, like I said, we learned it a little bit. And that's okay. Learning is fun. Sometimes. Sometimes learning is not fun. Like if you're learning, I don't know, like math. Math isn't fun. I don't like math. There's another snap. There's the knee down, and that will do it. So the preseason has finally come to a close, mercifully. Lions fall to the Houston Texans by a score of 26-7. Isaac Tesla, the star of the game, gets another touchdown in the preseason. And we will see what this final roster looks like. And we'll go from there. Maybe finally Zadarius Smith will get signed because the preseason's over. And now Jason Benetti will run over to Comerica Park to prepare for that game. I mean, it's also like, why bother risking injury on 2 extra plays? Like, you're really going to learn that much from 2 extra plays? Like, you've pretty much decided that to that point, especially the final preseason game. And you don't want guys on the other team to get hurt. You don't want guys on your team to get hurt. So I get it. But anyway. All right. So that's about it. So we'll be back on Tuesday. We probably won't break down this game to any depth, but we will talk about what the roster is going to look like and all that. But that's it. Hopefully we'll see some roster movement for the Lions in the next few days, probably sometime next week. And the regular season is only a couple of weeks away. I mean, let's see, we're 1, 2, 3 Sundays away. I mean, I guess that's counting the Sunday they play. So I guess only 2 Sundays away from NFL football being back in Detroit. Well, I guess it won't be in Detroit, but NFL football being back officially on Sunday. It's crazy to think about. That's like what we already have college football today, and we have college football next week. Man, that's wild. That's actually wild. All right. Well, I'm gonna go on and get out of here. And I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday with all the sporting news of the week. Hopefully the Tigers can get the job done tonight. Win series number 5 in a row. That would be very nice, especially because it's interdivisional. So get the job done. All right. Have a good rest of your day, everybody, and I'll talk to you on Tuesday. See ya. See you later.